ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। We were going through the Gospel. Shidhu said, they were walking in Prasanna Banerjee's garden, and Sidhu said, there is a charming place on the bank of Ganges where a Paramahamsa lives. Should you like to go there? In our Indian context, these spiritual terminologies are very commonly used, and generally people understand what it means, but technically or the deeper meaning of the terminologies we don't contemplate upon. Shidhu is telling there is a charming place on the bank of Ganges. Charming place. A charming place is one which makes your mind a kind of tranquility with something like wonder. You have a participation and you like it. There is a little participation of the heart and more of the mind. A wonder. Wow, what a wonderful thing. When this wonder understanding and liking for the heart is there, we call the thing to be charming. So, a place charming and conducive to spiritual practices and all are different. When we say charming, it can be charming to everyone. But when we say there is a divine place, it means entirely different. They have not visited. Perhaps Shidhu has visited this place, otherwise he cannot express so freely and with all confidence. There is a place which is charming place on the bank of Ganges. So this, he is preparing the mind, rather divine and nature is calling. When the call comes, it can come from the inside, inner call. Call can come from the outer circle, or it can be a divine intuition. Here we see the Shidhu is presenting this situation. There is a charming place. And where a Paramahamsa lives, they are after the nature's beauty, nature's participation, calm solitude and things like that. But here, first thing is they are seekers of peace, exhausted as if they are in life. They are searching for a shelter somewhere where they can lay their heads. So exhausted life. And something, somewhere, a far off one light is there in the darkness. When I was in Bangalore ashrama in the hostel in those days, 1970s. I used to see the whole thing, night will become dark and all lights are put off. One small hillock, on that hillock, one light will be burning. It used to give so much of peace and a kind of, oh, in the dark there is a light. Means doors are open. Somewhere there is a door open. Like that. When we are traveling at night, only our vehicle light will be burning everywhere pitch dark. Especially forest area and all, when you are going, suddenly you see a light somewhere far off. What an awareness it gives. Oh, I am not alone. Somebody is here, something is there. Once we had an occasion to walk through the deep forests where I was staying. And as we were walking, a few of us, the night fell. We could not reach our destination because of deviation of the path in the forest. We lost our path. And then we saw, we were struggling where to go, where is the place, where to stay at night. We saw some fire burning far off. Oh, there is a place. Somebody is there, something. Deep forest, no human existence, but there is. And we straight away, by trial and error, reached this place and saw a Adivasi's hut was there. So this is how we see. And here, the place and a Paramahamsa lives. The word I was telling, we generally know, but we don't concentrate on the meaning. The term Paramahamsa, who gave to Sri Ramakrishna? Any idea? Mostly, this Paramahamsa was given by Totapuri. As far as my knowledge goes, because Paramahamsa term is used in the sannyasa traditions, ours is Paramahamsa sannyasa of the Ramakrishna tradition, where we don't carry the Tridandi, Dvidandi and all, or Ekadandi. We do the Dandi Visarjana because we have the other part of work. Atmano Mokshartham Jagadhitaya is there. Because of Jagadhita, Paramahamsa is one, the ultimate state who has reached, and he cannot hold anything, he cannot accept God, he cannot hold anything within or without. Hamsa and Paramahamsa. Hamsa usually refers to one who can distinguish between the right and wrong and keep only right things. Just like the Hamsa is supposed to, if you keep milk, it will take only white portion and leave the water portion. Milk, if you keep, it will put its mouth and go on turning, and the paneer, whey will be separated in the mouth itself. It will leave the water and swallow the, and you will see water is there, it has taken away the whey. Because one acidic like, just like we get hydrochloric acid in our stomach for breaking down the food, in its mouth saliva, one thing will come with saliva. If when it puts in the mouth, it will split the milk. And it will go on doing, leaving the water and swallowing the whey. Paneer it will swallow, and this is Hamsa, that is, from milk it can separate the milk portion, leave the water portion, separate it. Means in the world, it's Shankaracharya says, this world is a combination of Sat and Asat. It's a combination of Sat and Asat. Existence and non-existence, as if the term non-existence is not used. That is the terminology. Saddha Sadbhyam Anirvachaniyam, one what we say. Anidin Satyanritam Mithuni-kritya Lokoyam Vyavahara. Satya and Anrita are mixed up in this world. So, those who are spiritual aspirants, they will overlook the Anrita and hold on to the Sat part only. Satya. Satya and Anrita. Anrita means what is not real. Both are mixed up. Body is there, Chaitanya is there. In everything there is God's presence. Avibhaktam vibhakteshu is there. So we see variety, we forget the one pervading it and giving existence to all this exist. So that is the Paramahamsa is one who sees God in everything. Except God, he cannot see anything. After coming down from Samadhi Sthiti, especially the Nirvikalpa, the state of coming down to the normal consciousness is called Vyutthana. Vyutthana Sthiti, from Samadhi Sthiti, when a person gets down to Vyutthana Sthiti, he will see everything divine. Because the dream of the world has ended. He sees everything. Oh, Brahmamayam Sarvam, Idam Khalvidam Brahma. All this is Brahma. Then he is called Paramahamsa. He has attained the supreme knowledge that except God nothing exists. In dream, if you compare to the dream, someone, if he becomes awake in dream, he will say, oh, all this is mind. In dream, so many things are there. Elephant is there. That elephant in dream is mind. Water is there. Earth is there. Whatever you see in dream is a play of mind. Except mind, nothing is there. When you wake up, you will see that there was neither elephant nor earth, nor sky, nor everything was mind. After waking up, we understand everything was mind. Like that, if you wake up from this dream, you will know everything is Brahman. Like that, suppose you wake up in dream, you become suddenly witness of dream, say by knowing yourself. After Adhyatmika Jagrata, after spiritual awakening, by grace of God, you will go from Deha Bhava to Jiva Bhava. When you go to the Jiva Bhava, you are spiritually awakened and you see the things in a different perspective, in spiritual perspective. You see the body and also the Chaitanya. Like seeing the bulb when it is on. When its switch is on, you will see light and bulb. When it is off, you will see only bulb. Now we are seeing only body. We are not seeing the Chaitanya pervading it. After spiritual awakening, you will see the Chaitanya also in every body. Just like light is put on, everyone Chaitanya you can see. Second thing is, you become the witness of the dream state. We are partially witness of the waking state. Waking state we are witness, Sakshi. We are Sakshi of this world. But are we Sakshi of the dream world? No. Dream is still real to us. And when you become, by chance, after spiritual awakening, you will be witness of the dream state also. And after Atma Jnana, you will be witness of all the three states, Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti. all the three you become witness. So when you become witness of the dream, you know everything is, in dream you know, you are awake. In dream you are awake and you know all this is play of mind. Nothing is there except mind. So it's a joy for you to play in the, go and kill someone. Nothing happens. Mind is playing with mind. Go and serve someone. Somebody is happy. And when you wake up, that person whom you killed also was not there. And you were also not there. The dream person was not there. And the person whom you served also was not there. It was all dream. But if you know in dream that it's a dream, it's a wonderful thing. So like that, when you come down, you will see varieties, but made up of one material. Muktabai beautifully gives this example. Like earth, clay made into many pots and earthenwares. Same clay is there, like ornaments made up of gold. One gold, many varieties. Cloth made up of cotton. Except cotton, nothing is there in the cloth. But you don't call this cotton. You call it cloth. Like that, the warp and woof of this world, it is woven out of Chaitanya. This Chinmaya, Chaitanyamaya. So that is the Paramahamsa. How they absorbed, how they understood the term Paramahamsa, we don't know. But the general and a great soul is there, a saint is there. When the term Paramahamsa is told, there is a saint. There is a person who is divine. Whatever be he, the understanding comes, there is a something divine, I can go and at least bow down, see, know. Because the ultimate peace, bliss and love manifests only where there is divinity. Divine presence of divinity, in divinity alone, there is unchanging eternal bliss, everlasting peace, and total freedom, liberation, liberated you are. So, to recognize your own divinity, to see the divinity in everything, is the ultimate aim. Manifestation of inner divinity is the ultimate aim of human life and sadhana. Sadhana ends with seeing the divine and attaining bliss, peace, love, absolute. So this is the Paramahamsa living there. M consented and they started immediately for Dakshineshwar temple garden. Yes, let us go. A charming place and a Paramahamsa. Yes, we'll go. See, always see the divine will behind. Divine is calling, making some arrangements, somebody to instigate, somebody to give some information, and many times you will get information from unknown quarters. Some information. Somebody used to bring some plantain or this, that, wrapped in newspaper. While keeping, there will be a message in that. A beautiful message which is most important for our life. Suppose we are struggling intensely and there is a message for you. How beautiful it would be. It is divine sending that information. You are going, somebody is talking. When we will be struggling intensely in sadhana, some information comes from unknown quarters. Once, for purity, I was struggling. The first step in spiritual life is to go beyond manhood and womanhood. The struggle was going on. And I heard one brahmachari telling another brahmachari, adopt childhood, you will attain purity. Both do not know what they mean. That is not their concern at all. That is not their topic at all. But I was just passing and it fell in my ear. Adopt childhood, you will attain purity. Message, how the message reaches you and how the God guides independent of, He doesn't need anything. He instigates somebody. Similarly, when the destructive time comes, the nature, just like we have intelligence, nature has cosmic intelligence behind. It has made the Chaitanya into stone. One TV is sufficient. They will be sitting whole day. The Chaitanya has become stone because intelligence. One mobile is sufficient. He has lost his life. World is there in his pocket now. So the life goes off. How the intelligence works, you see. One man's brain, when corona came, it covered the whole world, put everyone inside the house. Unimaginable. You can never imagine that every person will enter his house and put the door, lock the door. But it happened. Nobody will listen to anybody. But one day came in the most advanced times of human brain. See how the nature makes one person create. Everybody, the whole corona population in the world, if you weigh, it will be less than 2 grams, it seems. Everybody was brought to their knees. So, this is how nature works. You can't play with nature. We are throwing assault on nature, but if nature takes revolt, with vengeance she will. हिंदी में बोलते हैं, ऐसे मारेगी, मार के धूल उड़ा देगी. It should make you dust, pulverize you. So, humanity, just to wipe, one tsunami is sufficient. Car will be floating in water. All mobiles and computers, all will be under sea. Within no time. I used to walk on the banks of Narmada. I saw old stone temples. Sometimes flood has come and washed away the villages. Nobody to stay and report also. Completely washed off. And all houses this side have gone. Some remaining temples, stone temples are standing. Nobody to light a lamp. Nobody is there to tell what it is. Such places are there. So, when I was in Ishwarpur, 19 villages got drowned in flood. 19 villages. We ran from the ashrama, ran, night, evening 7 to night 12, and reached one small hillock on which we were accommodated. And morning we saw the ashrama is underwater, Ishwarpur. And then all courts and houses made up of woodwork, wooden structure covered with mud. The mud will wash off and the whole houses will be floating in water. There will be hundreds of fishermen with boat to catch that. If they catch one house, they will get about 15-20 lakhs. Thereafter that, animals, insects, all flooding. This is nature. So nature works in a different way, giving information also, leading you to the divine who are divine. And when she wants to erase, she will do the play. Here the information is being given. There is a charming place and the Paramahamsa lives. Immediately he consents and they start for the temple. They arrived at the main gate at dusk when the sun is just setting down. It is a beautiful time. Sandhya. Sandhya is when the sun is setting, it's called dusk. Then the night falls. Sun has just set. The direct rays of the sun are over, but the reflected little is there, it is twilight. And in the twilight, it will be a mystic twilight. It will be, oh, the day has gone, the night has befallen. What a beautiful experience in the Himalayas when you see sunset after sunset, slowly everything becoming dark. There is dead silence. It will be awe-inspiring and a kind of a pleasant fear. To experience that pleasant fear, you have to go and stay. All the trees and look like huge demons standing. If you go outside at night and see, boo, it will be. So the dusk is bringing mystery awareness, a mysterious awareness, always in places like this. It is a whole thing is a forest, and in those days when Sri Ramakrishna was there, the plants and trees, garden is there, garden also is there, flowering garden, fruit garden is there. And most of the thing is calm and quiet, solitary place. So it was dusk, the sun is setting, the last rays of the sun you can see. We are on the western banks, eastern banks, and you can see the west. Dakshineshwar is on the eastern. You may not be able to see sunrise so easily till it comes up, but sunset you can nicely see from Dakshineshwar. He is coming at that time, and the river is flowing in front. They come, and straight away you see like a needle being drawn by a magnet. They straight away walk inside. So much huge garden is there, Ganga is there, but they enter the Sri Ramakrishna's room. Nowhere else they go. They arrived at the main gate at dusk and went straight to Sri Ramakrishna's room because he is waiting there. We don't understand. God waits for us. Shivanandaji Maharaj, Mahapurush Maharaj used to tell, if you have a dog at home or a street dog or a cat, put at 4 o'clock or 10 o'clock some food every day, half an hour before it will be coming and waiting for you. Every day make it a habit and it will be waiting. If you go for meditation to temple every day at a particular time, before you go, God will be coming and waiting for you. So, when you understand, oh, God is waiting for me. In Belur Math, the old monks, they are very eager to go when the doors are open at temple. Especially old people, old monks. They will be waiting at the gate. When will the door open and when will I go down? When they are admitted to the hospital because of illness, now and then they will be asking for time. They are bedridden, they cannot go. 4 o'clock, take me to temple, take me to temple, take me to temple. There. How the life gets associated with God, with time and things you see. These are immemorable, unforgettable incidents of life. Memorable, unforgettable. A whole life, in the evening of his life, last days also he might remember, first day, how I went to the Master, how I saw him. Where is he now? How he attracted me, how he took me. We all see, not because of our any credential or our qualities, that we have been able to leave the house and come away. Who has the capacity to renounce the world? God has made us to leave the home and hearth and stay in an ashram. We have nothing that makes us to leave the world and come. It is God's grace. He brings, He does everything. As you go on, you will see whatever good, great you have done in your life is not done by our participation, our brain, our intelligence. He has got it done through you, that's all. We have the capacity, plenty of capacity to do the bad things and wrong things, not the right things. Right things are done by God, getting it done through us for our welfare. So is this. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.